Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we got a little unlucky with our attempt to imprison our uncle here, who at that time was our brother. And he rebelled and took most of the realm with him, but all they wanted was to force our abdication, which I'm completely fine with. So we are now playing as Empress Gurkis. We are 15 years old. We're going to come of age next year. However, off camera, I was looking through some of our options for marriages. And, that looks like a... Hang on a moment. Oh, special soldiers. This guy is Mongol. Gotcha. This guy is still a good option for us. Now, his children... Does he have an unmarried child that's a little older? No, he doesn't. Okay, so we're going to have like 7 years there where we're not able to produce children. That's going to be slightly annoying, but this is going to be a very powerful alliance for us. So that will be very useful. Now, I'm not actually concerned about this independence faction. That will likely not be a true problem. But we'll see. Like, even if they rebel, I think we'll be okay. But we're at 81% right now. We are currently reinforcing our men-at-arms. So I think... Oh, hello, there's a kitten. We could gain a pet cat, giving us intrigue and learning. Or we can say that our champion seems lonely sometimes. We'll take the cat. Wonderful. We can name the cat, either Might or Paws, or we can name it manually. But we'll name it Paws. Wonderful. That's gonna go great. Well, as long as the cat lives anyway. So this faction is at 82%, and I really don't think we need to worry about it. This doesn't factor in our alliances, and we do have not super powerful alliances, but, well, actually we do have the one. This guy wants to ransom this prisoner for 10 gold. I will accept that. Okay, sounds good. We do have the one relatively powerful alliance that we can call in, so that is absolutely great. But we don't want to create any empire titles because of high partition until we get access to primogeniture. We need 6 more innovations in the High Medieval period to make that happen. We are currently 6 years away from advanced bowmaking, and 9 years away from knighthood. So overall, we are quite a long ways away from primogeniture, and by extension, we are quite a long ways away from starting to make additional empire titles. In the meantime, we'll just have to make do with Desert Drift. Our development in our capital is up to 35. That is nice. The cap is, of course, currently 55. So we don't need to worry too much about that. This guy's military... Oh, that person just left the faction, and this guy just joined it. But he's far less powerful. So actually, these guys are too weak to send an ultimatum. Somebody must have died? Yeah, our spy master died and was in that faction. Skill 9... Or actually skill 7 intrigue. Sure. For now. This ruler should, in theory, live long enough that we can put in some proper counselors a little later on, but we're dealing with factionalism right now, and I would prefer not to have to do that too much. Our vassal taxes seem a little on the low side, but actually I think it's our men-at-arms expenses that's a little on the high side right now. Yeah, the unraised cost of these armored horsemen is actually very high. Well, it's about the same as the armored footmen, I suppose. I mean, that's feudal men-at-arms. Sure. Now, I would like to increase our mangonels. Those are actually pretty cheap. Surprisingly so. That said, before we start increasing our men-at-arms too much, we may actually have to grab, like, windmills. That'll probably be a thing. We became a thrifty clerk. Okay. Wait, indulgent wastrel. No, we're a thrifty clerk. Okay, good. That's slightly better. Very slightly better. We're going to go ahead and go into wealth focus for that 10% monthly income gain. We're still lacking a little bit on our gold, but that'll be okay. We are the culture head of the Prussian Empire. The Queen of Novgorod didn't really do anything with it, so that is absolutely great. Now, we could take a consort. And that might not be a terrible idea, considering our betrothed is 9 years old. Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea. No inheritable traits. Do we have one with some halfway decent inheritable traits? No, we don't. Okay. Well, we'll do that. Okay, that will let us start producing legitimate heirs before we get married, so that is good. Because currently, our player heir is actually our mother who was forced to abdicate, so that's a thing. Now we are fabricating a claim on Sambia, and we should probably work on swaying our uncle. Oh, we're shy. Okay, noted. This guy's proposing an alliance. I accept. He is reasonably powerful for a count, actually. Yeah, we'll take that. Now, increasing this size increases the unraised maintenance by 0.63 per month. That would be twice more. Okay. We'd still be making 20 gold per month. So that's, I think, okay. We definitely want to be able to make high medieval economic buildings. Because, for example, if we look at the co-ops, if we bump this up, that would give us actually only 0.1 per month. Noted. There's a dangerous faction again. That is this independence faction. I'm not too concerned about it. I'm vaguely concerned about it, I suppose. We're going to go ahead and I would love to continue bumping this up. We're going to bump that up to 7 of 8. And then it'll go to 8 of 8 soon enough. We can usurp this duchy. We're requiring the gold, but that's fine. Okay, losing 40 stress. We'll take that. Sounds good. Considering our age, we were already pretty stressed there, but that's mostly because we're shy. So, that's a thing. Regarding our council, we are currently working on organizing levies, and that's good. Oh, hello! Our cat gave us 2 gold. Thanks, cat. That's very nice. Faction disbanded. These guys are 25 months away from sending an ultimatum for independence. I don't think that they're actually going to. They're super close to dropping down below the faction threshold. Especially considering that we can just do that. Bump our armored horsemen up to maximum. And that will be absolutely fine. But yeah, I think that the next thing that we fascinate after advanced bowmaking absolutely has to be windmills. In fact, should we just change it right now? We may want to. We are apparently ill. We're 16, so I doubt we're gonna die. We'll send for court physicians, but I am gonna change it over to windmills. 220 gold for Gulbis. Yikes. That's gonna be quite... That's gonna put us quite far in debt. Bad luck on that becoming ill. However, we're still feeling fine. This is a severe penalty to our health. But we're 16. I'm currently gambling that we're going to just naturally recover from this illness. That should, in theory, be okay. I hope. So, our armored horsemen are now good to go. Let's check in on that faction. It looks like it's just ticking around that threshold. Actually keeps going up right now. Now, she is the primary issue here. By far. The Queen of Croatia. She is 56 years old. And I'm not sure what all we could do. She's only at minus 28 opinion. And half of that is short reign. Fascinating. Now we are on high crown authority, and I would like to change to absolute crown authority, but we're not doing that just yet. There's no way. We're trying to sway this guy, of course, and he is a paranoid, calm, and gregarious intricate web weaver. He surely enjoys subterfuge and intrigue. Okay, he liked it. Wonderful. That is, of course, fully expected. Yeah, we're just sitting right around that 88% on this independence faction. But I do think that we're probably going to see these people not actually rebel. We'll see. Maybe we get this county before then. That would bump our total soldiers up significantly. So hopefully that's the case. Also, there's these alliances coming through that, if they actually rebel, would mean that we're not going to have any problems dealing with their rebellion. So that is okay. Our piety is moderate, but that's kind of expected. We are still ill. I was hoping that the illness would go away by now. But not yet. Hopefully that'll change. We are zealous and humble. Noted. Okay, some populace disbanded. That's good. These guys are still chilling. Oh, Pause is killing rodents. We are rat-free. A huge boost to health. Fantastic. That is very, very good. That is for 5 years. Very nice. Okay, well, our illness will definitely go away. Yep, there we go. There it goes. Okay, this guy is pushing for the advancement of the Independence faction. Now, that's this guy. He could leave the faction, and he would get a weak hook on us. We could spend 250 faith for him to leave the Independence faction, and he cannot join another faction for 20 years. Now, he's 49, so that probably means the rest of his life. What is he like? He is patient, diligent, and gregarious. Old-fashioned flattery? We could spend the prestige. Let's give it a go. If he leaves this faction is irrelevant. He renounced the faction. Perfect. And he's ineligible to join factions for 20 years. I think that's our factionalism completely dealt with. I think we're safe now. Unless we go to war. If we go to war and we start seeing this number drop, we're going to have factionalism crop up again, for sure. So we need to chill for a little while here. I think there's no doubt about that. I do want to bump up our mangonels. Up to size 6 for now. And the reason I'm doing that is because we are not going to be pursuing trebuchet for a while. We're going to get windmills, and then we're going to go for advanced bow making again. And then we're going to go for trebuchet. Depending on what this exposure hops over to, of course. Basically anything that it grabs, with the possible exception of guilds, land grants. Anything else is good. Divine Right is still... It's not super good, but it's okay. So basically, if it grabs one of these three, then we're kind of sad. If it grabs anything else, we're quite happy with the innovation. So that should be pretty decent odds, in theory. And we're going to allow these three things to be grabbed via exposure to innovations. And we're going to move into High Medieval era as soon as we can. Because we, of course, need to rush primogeniture so that we can properly make some empire titles. Hello, Vladimir. You're very weak. Would you like to be my vassal? He would not like to be my vassal. Of course not. He's a king level. He would never want to be our vassal. Ever. Moldavia is a king level. This guy's a count. Nope. Okay. Now, Swabia was still an interesting option. Definitely interesting. We're going to grab Golden Obligations, because we are, of course, going to go for Hergeld and War Profiteer ASAP. Excellent. Heresy? That's no good. We do need to be making sure that we are converting back, but we're fabricating a claim on our last county here, so that'll be good. We are pregnant. That is also good. I would love to be converting, but fabricating is currently more important. I still think it's a little odd that court chaplains do the fabricating in this rather than the chancellor. Like, the chancellor can integrate titles, sure, but there's actually nothing to sure drifting right now. And then there's domestic and foreign affairs. I feel like de jure drift shouldn't be accelerable, kind of like in Crusader Kings, and the integration should go here, with the converting faith being the active thing for the court chaplain. I don't know. It's kind of strange. Okay, we have attended this feast. We're going to get some stress from this because we're shy, but we're attending the feast for opinion with our various vassals. So that's good. Hopefully we won't get too much stress. Let's bump up our mangonels to maxed. And that, of course, means... Oh, we will just gain the stress and spend the prestige. That, of course, means that we are done with our men-at-arms for now. Until we get access to crossbowmen, of course. Farewell, my vassal. Okay, that wasn't too bad in terms of stress. Yeah, we'll take it. So we are paying quite a lot for our men-at-arms currently. There's no doubt about that. But they're still super, super valuable for us. And we're still making over 20 gold per month, so I'm reasonably content with that. At this point, we should probably be saving up to fabricate this claim. Is this... This court chaplain is skill 16. And she's a non-believer. We could put the King of Poland in. He's skill 34. He's not a powerful vassal, but he's much better at the job. Look at how much faster that's going. Wonderful. Pause is making trouble, and it's the King of Pomerania. He'll just be insulted by the cat. That's fine. He's just slightly upset. I ain't paying him 250 gold because the cat was a jerk. He's just going to have to get over it. Cats are jerks. That's how they work. That's why we love them. Cats are going to be cats. The peasantry is ecstatic and is offering to give us 120 gold, or we can... Yikes. Or we can do county reinvestment in Warmia. 10% development growth for 10 years. Development here is only 26. I'm in favor of this. They need their surplus more than I do. We don't need that money for anything right now. We're currently maxed out on our men-at-arms. Oh, we have a son and player heir. Fantastic. We're currently maxed out on our men-at-arms for right now, assuming that we're not going to put extra money into our skirmishers. We're also about to get this claim fabrication, but we have plenty of money for that. Now this guy's going to be pretty upset at us for fabricating this. Yeah, a little bit. We should definitely put our court chaplain to work converting various counties around us. Now, I doubt that this guy is going to accept this. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. His opinion of us is the primary reason why this isn't going to be a thing. So, we could send him a gift. How much gold? Oh, 105 gold for 14 opinion. That is not great. If we modify his feudal contract, he's the king of White Rus. So that would affect us later on. What is this? Liberty faction. Well, this is rude. It's the Queen of East Francia. We can fix this. Problem solved. There we go. No more faction problem. Excellent. Okay. So, we're at 7 of 8 for our domain right now. We could, I suppose, revoke his title back. He would accept, but revoking baronies does not incur tyranny. He wouldn't like it, but he would also be unlanded. So we're going to revoke that back for now. And we'll hold this personally, mostly for the 3.5 tax. The troops are nice, but they're not the primary purpose of that one. We're pregnant again. Okay, that's fine. Not too concerned about that one. Now, this guy would not currently negotiate an alliance, mostly because he's a claimant. However... Interesting. His opinion doesn't have much weight in that decision. Noted. We have a 53% chance of imprisoning him. Now, I don't want to do this while having factionalism issues. We definitely want to improve his opinion of us. It's going up by 3 per year for fabricated claim. This guy is calling us in as an attacker. I accept. Now, this guy here doesn't get a bonus for being in this war. Where is this? Ah, we are attacking up over here on the county of Bowden. Specifically, this county. Noted. 2412. And the guy that is the war leader here has 400 troops. Okay. Also noted. Okay. Well, we're going to have to run this. We are going to go ahead and raise troops here. We're going to stop gathering. And we are simply going to make our way up over here and siege down the Wurkel. We are losing money right now. However, that will change once we can grab War Profiteer. Enemy ally joined. He's not threatening. Okay. Great. We're losing a tiny amount of cash. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. Mostly what I want to do is convince this guy that I'm not a complete jerk and take his land from him while being a complete jerk. And I want to get these technologies going. Knighthood is 4 years away. Windmills is 15. I should have gone for windmills earlier, definitely. But that's okay. We keep our progress for crossbowmen. But we definitely need to work on our income. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. We are currently getting stewardship experience at 30 per month. It'll be a while before we get a trait. Noted. We can lawfully imprison this mayor, and so we shall. Excellent. And then we can ransom her back to herself. Excellent. Oh, hello. Pause charmed the queen here, Queen of Bohemia. That's useful. The siege is going reasonably well. We've got a max of 2 months left. Excellent. So let's just get this war wrapped up, ideally. We have another son. That's useful in terms of creating marriages. Okay. Our stress is doing reasonably fine. These guys are in danger. There's no doubt about that. They should link up with us. If we have to raise levies, we can, but I don't think we have to right now. Especially if we're super careful on how we do this. Okay. The war goal was worth 7%. Noted. Our enemies are fighting each other. Well, that's convenient. We'll take it. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to wrap up this war, and we may end up having to raise additional troops. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.